Look, no matter how great your outreach is or how A1 your service delivery is, if your meeting script is not top notch, then your bank balance will never satisfy you. So in today's video, I want to show you my top of the line meeting script that I could probably take to Tai Lopez and shut down his business. But all jokes aside, in today's video, I'll be talking about my SMMA meeting script and how you can use it to close clients on meetings step by step. Let's get into it. So before we start, this meeting script is a structure. So make sure it flows. Don't have a monotone. Don't sound robotic, right? You don't have to know these words one by one, word for word. You just have to understand why we use them. And yeah, right? NLP methods are just the sprinkles. They're not why you close sales. So many people act all salesy and focus more on mind tricks instead of actually displaying your value to the client and making sure that your value is displayed properly to make the client feel like they need to work with you, not that you're manipulating them into working with you, right? And another keynote, these are just a few keynotes I want to talk about before we begin with the script, is that you need to know the difference between objections and logistical issues. Objections is when the prospect, or should I say the potential client, is coming up with excuses as to why they don't want to work with you, right? Like probably I don't like probably my Facebook ads is fine at the moment, right? Or call me tomorrow, right? Those are objections. But a logistical issue is, look, I can't afford your service. How can we cut the payments to make sure that I can afford your services, right? So if your client can't afford a $3,000 retainer for 3 months, then tell him that, okay, you can make $1,000 retainer, just that you'll have to make a 6-month minimum instead of a 3-month minimum, to ensure that you're still getting your money's worth, right? And also know that you're there to help them. They're not there to help you. You have to have confidence in yourself, guys, right? Stop displaying and showing to them that you need them, right? Stop being clingy and stop being desperate, right? Because a client can see that from a mile away, and when they see that, they'll use that to their advantage, right? And the 80-20 rule. I don't know if you actually consider yourself an entrepreneur if you've never heard the 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule applies to everything, right? But focusing on the meeting script, what does the 80-20 rule mean in the meeting script? The 80-20 rule in the meeting script means that 20% of the talking will be done by you, and 80% of the talking will be done by your client or your potential client. This is to make sure that they're bringing more value to the table, right? They're bringing more meat to the table, right? So I'm trying to think of a word that would go well with this. They're investing more energy, more effort into you. So after having talked 80% of the time, well, a part of their mind will be, well, since I put so much effort into this, it'll be pointless for me to go to another agency owner, right? The 80-20 rule basically means you do 20% of the talking, they do 80% of the talking, and that's how you take control of this meeting. Basically, you ask the question, the client answers the questions, but you're not trying to make it seem like an interrogation or an interview. You just want to make sure this thing flows, right? So preparing before the meeting, these are a few things that I do, 3 things that I do before hopping onto a meeting, or like 10 to 15 minutes before the meeting starts. I hop onto their Facebook and Instagram. I just check their Facebook, their Instagram, their posts, what people comment, what people say in there. I reread this meeting script, right? If you want a link to this meeting script, I'll give you this meeting script, this document for free, totally for free. It'll be in the link in the description below. Basically, it'll take you here to our community that I created 3 days ago. I created this community 3 days ago. Basically, if you want any document presentation folder, it'll be here in this community. You just find it there, right? Prepare your Zoom, right? You want to make sure your Zoom is on, everything is prepared, all the settings are prepared. The sharing your screen, ensure that they'll be able to share their screen in case there's anything you want to, like, in case there's anything that would require you to have them show you their screen, right? And also recording, always record your sales call. But now with all the formalities and all those boring stuff done, we can finally jump into the money making machine, the meeting script, right? So part 1 of the meeting script is taking authority and setting expectation. Look, this part right here, I've never heard anyone, and when I say this, I mean anyone online in the SMMA industry, talk about this right here. This is taking authority. You need to take authority immediately as soon as that meeting starts. And this is how I take authority. Hey Charlie, I was just about to close my Zoom and prepare for my client meeting in 40 minutes. If you are going to be 3 minutes late, how are you doing, right? So basically, that's how it goes. What I'm basically doing here is telling them, hey, I have clients and our time is limited, so I won't be taking any of his time, right? I only have 40 minutes to finish this discovery call with him before I hop onto my actual clients and talk to my clients, right? Even if you don't have any clients, still say this, right? Hey, and prepare for my client meeting in 40 minutes. That's you basically taking authority. And if you're going to be 3 minutes late, I was gonna leave this call. You're basically trying to show them that you don't need them and you're just, this is what you normally do, right? The next thing you want to say after that is, we can jump into the call right away if that's okay with you, right? Rapport building. Basically, you have to rapport build before this, and there's only one question you need to ask to build rapport. Then after that, you just hop onto the normal sales call as usual, because business owners can tell a fake rapport building from a genuine rapport building. And since we don't want this to happen, we just ask one question: how are you doing? Then once they answer how they're doing, we tell them how we're doing, and we just hop on to the next question. We can jump into the call right away if that's okay with you, right? You don't want to waste anybody's time. Time is money, and you wasting the client's time would be you wasting the client's money, right? And I'm speaking really fast in this video, but in the sales call, you need to speak slowly and ensure that you don't sound salesy, right? This is how you want to speak. You want to speak normally, as if you're speaking to another person sitting right in front of you. You don't want to speak fast, right? Because then you'll just sound too salesy. I only speak fast so that my videos can be shorter, right? So part 2 is set the framework of the meeting. So after you've done that, you want to say, all right, cool. So just so you know how these discovery calls work, I'm just going to be asking you some questions about your business, then showing you some stuff for free, as well as and really helping you out on this call so you get something out of it. If I feel like you're in a good position, I'm going to make you an offer at the end of the call. So at the end, it'll be a simple yes or no from you. Does that sound good? So right here, you're basically explaining the framework of this meeting, how this meeting will go, what this meeting entails, and also telling them that, look, at the end of the meeting, it's either you say yes or no. I don't want to hear a maybe from you because I don't have time for maybes, right? A maybe means a no, right? And part 3, behind their business's curtains. So why did you come to this meeting? You could have ignored me, right? How do you guys currently turn your leads into customers, and where do you get those leads from? Number 3, what's your current monthly revenue? So basically, behind part 3, behind their business curtain, you're just trying to get a gist of how their business operates and how much they're currently making, like, as a business, right? Part 4 is enter their emotions. So what financial goals would you like to see your business reach? Then after they answer this question, you dig deeper into the root, right? What would it mean for them to reach that goal personally? Maybe they want to fly to Bali within 12 months, right? Maybe they want to get a new car. Maybe they just want that financial freedom, right? You need to find out what their goals are, and what their financial goals are, and why they want to reach those financial goals. And part 5 is the 3 yes phase. In part 5, we're preparing them for the close, and we're also trying to figure out how much money we'll be making them, so we know what to charge them. I made a video on pricing. You can just check it out after this video, or I'll link it at the top, right? So we have already established that to help your business hit its goals, you will need paid traffic. Yes? Then they'll reply yes. This is how we will get you there. Then you explain the steps you'll be taking, like the steps of how you go about getting your clients money, profit, revenue, right? Are you able to kind of understand how we work now? Then they'll say, yes, I understand how your industry works now. Number 3, you calculate how much they make per customer and how many customers you plan to get them. Does this sound right to you? Then they say, yes, that's right, right? And this calculating how much they make per customer and how many customers you plan to get them, I made a video of this as well. So if you're not subscribed and if you haven't watched any of this videos, subscribe and look back into my channel, find these videos, because these videos are very important, right? I have to continue moving on. There's so much more I can say, but I've said these things in my other videos. Part 6 is close them. Number 1, my service fee for all this is your price plus ad spend, right? So my service fee for all this is $2,000 plus ad spend, right? You don't want to handle the ad spend yourself, right? They pay for the ad spend themselves. Your service fee and ad spend are 2 different things, right? Number 2, handle objections and logistics. I will cover this in future videos, and if you want to be notified when I make this video, then subscribe, hit on the notification bell so you are the first one to learn when I upload these handling objections and logistics, because these are very, very, very important key concepts that people on YouTube, these online gurus, these YouTube gurus, these SMMA gurus, they just play around with you, man. They leave all the juicy stuff for the $997 course or the $2,000 course or the $1,000 course. It's insane. And then the third part is get payment on the call. This last part, I can't stress this enough. I even made a video of getting payments a while back, I think 2 weeks back on this channel, right? You can check it out after this video. But getting payments on the call is so crucial, because if they leave the call without paying you, they are not your clients and they will not pay you. Like, the chances of them paying you falls from 90% to 20%. But anyway, I've covered my meeting script within 15 minutes. If you want this meeting script, which you can get, you'll get it in the community, right? Totally for free. All you do is log in, then you're part of the community. Dope community, guys. Please, when you do join the community, engage and comment down in the comment section below. Have you already joined this community, or are you about to join this community? But anyway, subscribe, join the family, like this video, comment. The YouTube algorithm loves all of those things. I love you guys. Show me that you love me back. Until I see you guys in a minute. 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐤.